Learning is an adventure, and reading can help us explore the world. Are you ready to come explore with me? Yes! My name is Miss Knickerbocker, and I am your kindergarten learning adventure guide. I am so excited for all these great adventures I have planned with you. All you need is a great imagination and maybe an adventure hat. You never know what's going to happen. Are you ready to go on your first adventure? Let's go on a reading adventure. Come on! Ta-da! Today's reading adventure, can you guess what it is? I'm in my pajamas, I have my favorite stuffed animal, a cozy blanket. That's right, we're having a sleepover. Because at any great sleepover, you have to tell a great story. Today, we're reading a story about day and night. But when we're reading, we have something very specific to look for. We're looking for how the illustrations and the text are connected. Do you remember who writes the story and who draws the illustrations? Let's find out. Any good sleepover involves story time. So we're going to look at how in a story, the author's words and the illustrator's pictures work together to tell the story. The author is the person who writes the words. The illustrator is the person who creates the illustrations or pictures. Are you ready to read an amazing story? All right, let's go. This story is Waiting for the Sun by Courtney Knickerbocker, illustrated by Isabella de Sousa. Let's start reading. Layla was so excited as she raced home from school. Tomorrow was the big day. It was her 6th birthday, and she was having all her friends over for a party. Layla had been planning her party for weeks and could not wait to play with her friends. The text tells me Layla was so excited as she raced home from school. I know why she was excited. She was excited because it was her birthday. Now, let's look at the illustration. I can see in the illustration that Layla is on her bike on the way home from school. She has a giant smile on her face, probably because she's so excited to celebrate her birthday. Ooh, what an interesting illustration. I can't wait to read the text to see how it adds to what I am seeing in the picture. Let's start reading. Layla decided that for tomorrow to come, she had to go to sleep. Even though it was still the afternoon and the sun was still out, she quickly put on her pajamas. Layla crawled into bed and closed her eyes tight. The faster she went to sleep, the faster she would wake up to the sun tomorrow. Do you remember why she wanted to wake up tomorrow? That's right, it's her birthday. Let's look at how the text and the illustration support each other. The text says that the sun is out. The text also says Layla is closing her eyes to go to sleep so tomorrow can come fast. The illustration shows Layla asleep in bed during the daytime. I know it's the daytime because I can see the sun in the window. I wonder what will happen when Layla wakes up. Do you think it'll be her birthday? Okay, let's turn the page and see. I love how these illustrations match exactly what we see in the text. It's helping me understand the key events in this story. Layla went to sleep during the daytime because she's super excited about her birthday party. I can't wait to continue reading and see how this problem gets solved. Oh no! This page has no illustration. That means it must be our job to figure out what illustration belongs on this page. I'll read the story out loud while you listen and decide what we should draw a picture of. Let me begin by reading. Layla fell asleep and had a nice dream of cake, friends, and games. When she woke up, Layla was ready to party. She peeked out of the window, but instead of the sun, she saw the moon. This does not make sense, she thought. Layla wanted it to be her birthday. Can you tell me the key events on this page? Yell them out. Great job! The key events are that Layla fell asleep and then woke up. When she looked outside of the window, she saw the moon instead of the sun. Now that we know what's important on this page, we can draw an illustration to match what the words are telling us. I need your help. Can you picture this illustration in your brain? Now that you've got it, I want you to send it to me without any words. It's working! Keep sending me the illustration. Look at it appearing on the page like magic. This illustration shows Layla in bed with her eyes open, which means she's awake. She can see the moon in the window. Do you think it's her birthday yet? Let's read and find out together. Whoa! Another page with no illustration. This means we're going to have to read the text again before we can figure out which illustration belongs on this page. Let's get reading. Layla ran out to find her mom. Mom, I went to sleep and it is still not my birthday. The moon is here instead of the sun. Something is wrong. Layla's mom smiled. Layla, there are 24 hours in a day. The moon comes out at night and the sun comes out during the day. If you go back to sleep, it'll be the daytime when you wake up. Layla had made a mistake. She thought if she just went to sleep, it would be daytime. Now that I've read the text, I'm thinking about which illustration belongs on this page. There are two illustrations that we're going to have to choose from. Which illustration shows what's happening in the text? If you think it is the picture in the green box, waddle like a penguin. If you think it's the illustration in the blue box, hop like a bunny. Act out the animal that you think matches the missing illustration. If you were waddling like a penguin, you are correct. The text says, Layla's mom smiled before she explains to her the difference between night and day. In the illustration, I can see Layla in the kitchen with her mom. I can also see the moon in the window, which matches what we've read already in the text. I think this story's almost over. I'm so excited to find out what happens next. Oh, goodness! This is the last page of the story, and there's still no illustration. Let's continue reading to see if we can figure out what the text says, and then choose the correct illustration. Layla now knew that if she went to sleep at night, she could wake up tomorrow to celebrate her birthday. She fell into a peaceful sleep. The next morning, Layla woke up to see the sun shining out of her window. It was officially the next day, which meant her birthday was here. She jumped out of bed and did a happy dance. Layla knew today was going to be the best birthday ever. This sounds like a great ending. I think we need the perfect illustration to finish our story. Which illustration shows what is happening in the text? If you think it's the green illustration, you will stomp your feet like an elephant. If you think it is the blue illustration, you will gallop like a horse. Go ahead and act out which illustration you think is correct. If you were stomping like an elephant, you were right. This illustration matches the text. The text told me that Layla woke up to see the sun shining out of her window. It also told me that she was excited because it was finally her birthday. In the illustration, I can see Layla smiling as she looks out the window. This was a great story.
And you know what? I wish I was invited to Layla's birthday party.
What a great story. I loved seeing the beautiful illustrations and figuring out how the illustrations related to the text that we read. I'm kind of jealous that I don't get to go to Layla's party. I wonder what the illustration for Layla's party would look like. Could you guys draw the illustration for Layla's party? Layla might be ready to party, but Miss Knickerbocker's ready to go to bed. The moon's outside the window at my house too. This was a truly great adventure, and I love being your adventure guide. However, this is Miss Knickerbocker signing off and going to sleep. Have a good night. That's all, everybody. I will see you soon for our next adventure.
Stack is an application used to track independent reading time and help build a culture of reading in school and at home. In this video, you will see where to find Beanstack, how to navigate through it, and how to log your minutes. Beanstack can be found on your Launchpad. Once you click on the Beanstack icon, you'll be taken to your Beanstack page. Begin by clicking on your name to open your reader profile. Here you can find our current programs or challenges. To start, click on the challenge, and once you've opened a challenge, you'll be able to see the minutes you have logged so far during that challenge. In order to gain badges, you must log your minutes. So go ahead and click on the log reading to begin recording your minutes. The log will open and you can fill it out with the date, minutes read, book title, and author. Sometimes the title and author may pop up when you begin typing and you can click it. If not, that is okay. You may want to include a review, but that is optional. Once you filled out the form and logged your minutes, click the log button to save it and a message at the bottom will appear. Sometimes a badge will pop up if you earned one by reading a certain amount of minutes. You can exit the log once you've logged your minutes by clicking the X button on the top right. You can view all of your badges for that challenge and the badges you've earned in the Logging Badges tab. If you'd like to only see the badges you've earned, you can click on the Earned Badges tab. By clicking on the Program Log tab, you can view all the books you've logged and your time spent on each of them. If you'd like to go back and write a review about a book, click on the Write a Review button at the top left. Fill out the form about the book. It does not have to be long, but give some feedback on what you may have liked and try not to put any spoilers in there. Be sure to click Save once you are done. You can click the X to exit out of the review page. To see an overview of all of your reviews, badges, and reading logs, use the top right navigation tabs. This will show you the programs or challenges you're currently in, the reviews you previously wrote, badges you have earned, and books you have read. It will also let you know your total minutes read. So be sure to log your minutes in Beanstack for a chance to earn prizes. And continue to read because, as Dr. Seuss said, the more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you will go.
Learning is an adventure, and math is all around us. Let's see how we can explore the math in our lives. Are you up for the challenge? My name is Miss Knickerbocker, and I am your kindergarten learning adventure guide. I am so excited for all these great adventures I have planned with you. All you need is a great imagination and maybe an adventure hat. You never know what's going to happen. Are you ready to go on your first adventure? Let's go on a math adventure. Come on. Surprise! Today, our math adventure has brought us to a bakery. Our job will be to count and package sweet treats. What are your favorite things to try at the bakery? Cookies? Cake? Ooh, brownies, yum!
Ms. Knickerbocker, there are bakery orders backing up. Can you get back to work, please?
Oops, sorry. Okay guys, the boss says it's time to get to work. Let's go! Let's start off by counting the cupcakes we see on the screen. As each cupcake flashes, count out loud so that everybody can hear you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Were you able to count up to 19? Awesome! Then you are ready to get started working in our bakery. Our bakery boxes look just like the box on the screen. I wonder, how many treats can I fit in each bakery box? Will you help me count? Thank you. Let's count together. We're going to start with the first square. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This means that each bakery box can hold 10 sweet treats. These bakery boxes look kind of familiar. I know! These bakery boxes look just like 10 frames. A 10 frame has 2 rows of 5 and can hold 10 objects. We use 10 frames in math class. Now that we know how to use the boxes, let's get to work. Okay, beautiful bakers, the first thing we are going to do is count cookies. I see one full yellow bakery box of cookies. And I see extra cookies outside of the box. To figure out how many cookies we have, we are going to have to count both. Let's start by counting the cookies in the yellow box. We will count together as we start with the first cookie in the yellow box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 cookies in the yellow box. Next, let's count the cookies outside of the box. 1. There is one more cookie. Now that we've counted the cookies inside the box and outside of the box separately, let's count them all together to figure out how many cookies we have. We are going to count together. We will start with the first cookie in the yellow box and keep counting on. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How many cookies do we have? That's right. We have 11 cookies total. Donuts are my favorite. I'm excited to count these. Let's start by counting the donuts in the blue box. All together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 donuts in the blue box. Now, let's count the donuts that are outside of the blue box. We will count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 more donuts. I see that I have 10 donuts in the box and 5 more donuts. How many donuts do we have? To answer this question, we are going to count all the donuts up all together, which means we are going to count the donuts inside the box and outside the box without stopping. This time, I think you guys can do it without my help. When you see the donuts flash on the screen, I want you to count out loud. I should be able to hear you from wherever you are. We will start with the first donut in the blue box. When you hear the music and see the donut flash, start counting. Okay, you should have finished counting up all the donuts. I want you to tell me how many donuts we have. If you think we have 12 donuts, you are going to swing your hips in a circle like you are using a hula hoop. If you think we have 15 donuts, you are going to run in place. Go ahead and show me how many donuts you think we have. If you are running in place, you are correct. We have 15 donuts. All right, this is our final job at the bakery today. It's been quite an adventure, but I am excited to see you count all by yourself. This time, I will hear you counting, but you will not hear me. The candies will not be flashing on the screen, so you should start counting when you hear the music. Ready? Go ahead and count. Now it's time to use your body to tell me how many candies we have. If you think it's 16, stomp your feet. If you think we have 18 candies, clap your hands. Go ahead and use your body to show me how many candies we have. If you were stomping your feet, you were correct. We have 16 pieces of candy. Goodness gracious, I'm so proud of you. You guys are marvelous mathematicians and beautiful bakers. Welcome back. I had a great time counting up to 19 with you as we counted all of our sweet treats. This was a great first math adventure. I wonder where our next math adventure will take us. I'm not sure, but as your kindergarten adventure guide, I can't wait to find out. Sorry, that was my stomach. I think all of this counting made me a little bit hungry. I know! I'm going to pick a snack in my kitchen that I can count 19 of. That way I can continue to practice. You can do the same thing in your kitchen. What a fun idea! Okay guys, this is Miss Knickerbocker signing out to have a snack. See you soon for our next adventure.